Hi, I'm Julie.
I'm Alexis.
Every generation has its definitive movies that leaves a major impact on its audience. Many of these movies leave such a great impact on their viewers because it strikes a chord deep within them. The movie offers them something they can relate to, something they can see themselves in. Hi, I'm Dalton Chesser, and I'm a student in Public Speaking 1608. Today I will be discussing several movies that I believe represent certain attributes about myself. I have always been drawn towards space movies. One in particular stands out more than others. This movie is Interstellar. In the movie, a single father must venture into space to save all of humanity, and leaves his two children behind with their grandfather. As the movie progresses, the protagonist realizes that in different locations in space, time is denser than it is on Earth, and soon realizes that his children are actually aging more quickly than he is being out in space. The protagonist, who is a retired NASA pilot and now is a corn farmer, stumbles across clues that eventually lead him into a secret underground NASA facility, where he is then asked to pilot a craft into deep space to look for a new planet the human race can call home. He agrees, not knowing that it was a one-way trip, because he knows that planet Earth is dying. The self-sacrifice that he is willing to make to save the human race is impressive, and not many people will be willing to leave their family behind and venture into unknown regions of the universe. The reason I can relate to this movie is the exploration factor. I have always been intrigued about exploration and am fascinated about seeing places or things that haven't been discovered yet or many people have not seen. Another great example of self-sacrifice is a movie called 7 Pounds. In this movie, the protagonist, Will Smith, follows several people throughout the movie and observes their personalities. There is an underlying thread in the movie. Everyone who he is following needs help in some kind of way. As the movie progresses, he meets a woman who is having heart issues and needs a transplant, whom he later falls in love with. The woman who is being abused, he gives her a house far away from the confines of her husband. At the end of the movie, the protagonist commits suicide and donates his organs. He gives the man who is blind his eyes and the woman he loves his heart. His purpose behind doing all this is because a few years earlier he caused a deadly crash that ended up killing his wife. The reason I can connect with this movie is because I like helping people who are in need. I can respect the decision for giving himself up due to the fact of him feeling guilty. In the next movie, most people's worst fears realized in the movie Shawshank Redemption. In this movie, the protagonist, Andy, is wrongly accused for the death of his wife and her lover. He is sentenced for 2 life sentences in the penitentiary in the early 20th century. Andy goes through great perils during the progression of the film and makes several friends while he is there. The warden of the prison finds out Andy knows about his finances and starts to take advantage of this. 2 decades pass before Andy escapes to Mexico. Unknown to everyone in the prison, Andy had dug a tunnel with a small pickaxe. Before he left, he made it publicly known about the warden and his illegal obtaining of his finances. What I respect most about the protagonist in this film is that he never lost hope. Even almost 2 decades of being in prison and facing many obstacles, he never lost sight of the end goal, and that was his freedom.